Alright guys, we are here today to play with the new MAC Rosalia collab. I'm super excited. I am a big fan of Rosalia, and so I was really excited to see that she was collabing with MAC. And yeah, let's get into it. If you are new to my channel, my name is Samantha. I'm a makeup enthusiast. Makeup is my therapy. If you feel the same way, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and the notification bell, and let's get into it. So this is the eyeshadow palette here. It's quite small. It has how many? 10 shades in here. It comes with a little sleeve with the shadows on it, and it retails for $50. The lipstick is the, well, they came out with a bullet lipstick and the liquid soft matte, retro soft matte liquid lipsticks, which I really in love with, and I got the shade Spicy Pimenta. That is what I am wearing on my lips right now. So let's just get into it and start using the palette. So I just want to say right off the bat, this color story is not typical for me. So I do feel a little bit lost. I'm gonna go in, I think, first with this shade here, which is Café con Leche. I'm just gonna put that on the whole lid because it feels like it's a skin tone shade for me. It's slightly more pigmented than I expected, but I mean, it still doesn't create a lot of depth for my eye. I am going to then, with this like flat shader brush, it's a little dirty, but I promise you there's no product on it, and go in with this darker gold shade, which is called Miga de Pan. And I'm a bad Puerto Rican, so my Spanish is not great. So if I say it wrong, forgive me, people, please. I was thinking of using this like on my outer part of my eye. I don't think it's dark enough, but it is sticking on. This is like a topper shade. I'm gonna go in with my finger. I zoomed in a little bit more for you guys. I'm not really sure what I'm doing with this because I think I'm gonna try to create a little bit of a halo eye. So I'm just gonna put this gold shade all over the lid. And it's a little over the top, but, and then I'm going to take this other gold shade here, which is a little bit lighter, and just put that over the center. I'm gonna, I mean, there's only one shade that's a little darker, which is this one. I'm going to take that and go in the crease with it just to see if I could create a little dimension, and maybe this will surprise me. Well, that does do a little something. I'm gonna mix that with the gold. Make it all look pretty. You know, I'm gonna take that smudger. I'm gonna go in with that middle rosy tone shade, which is called Azafran. And put that in my lower lash line. Alright, that's a little more dramatic, but simple at the same time. Let's just do something really simple on this side. I'm gonna go in with this shade here. So I went in with this one before, and the light is not fooling you too much. It really is that light. So this is just ever so slightly darker than this, and that is Salvia. It's just like a peachier version of the first shade, which was slightly cooler in tone. But that packs a more punch. The dogs are barking. My husband is playing the loudest video game ever. So I think that's as deep as that shade's gonna get on my skin tone. It shows up, and maybe even a little bit more in person than it does on camera, but it's just not my favorite. We're gonna go in, I guess, with that same middle rosy tone called Azafran, and I feel like they go together, but you would easily hit pan on this shade if this is the palette that you use every day, because literally it's the only mid-tone or darker tone shadow in here. Blends pretty easily. So now I'm gonna go in with this middle rosy shade, and that's called Café Tinto, and I'm just gonna put that in the center. And then I'm gonna go in the inner corner using this pink shade here, and that's called Melaza. I'm gonna take this gold shade and go in the inner tear duct with this one. Those two golds are just ever so slightly similar, and that one was, yeah, so that shade there is Cacao. Let's put on mascara, draw my eyebrows, and then I will come back and let you know what I think. All right, guys, after using the palette, I do have to say, like, it's not gonna be my favorite palette. There's not enough depth in this palette for me. The shadows are pigmented and do show up on my skin tone, but I just would love to have one more darker shade in here. I felt like you have like a white, an almost white, and then a taupe and a peach, a very light Bellini peach type of shade. That's a lot of matte pale shades. Like, that's 4 pale shades, and you have one medium tone, mid-tone shade. It's just not enough for me. And you have the 5 shimmers in here. I will swatch them out because I didn't do that earlier. They are more like dry formula. They do pack a punch. The shades are beautiful. They're very metallic, but they're dry formula, which is fine, and they were actually quite easy to work with. I didn't have a problem with the quality of the shadows. I just felt like I needed one more shade. Like we could have gotten rid of the bright white and gotten a darker shade in there. I would have been happier. And for $50, that's a pretty pricey tag to pay for just 10 shadows. I know you're paying for the name of Rosalia, but I just didn't feel like it added up to me. For the lipstick, I love this formula of lipstick, so I really don't have much of a complaint or anything to say in regards to that. But the packaging, I mean, it's so bomb. It's so bomb. I absolutely love this packaging. The color is beautiful. I don't think this color really coincides with the collection too much, but that's just a personal preference. It looked a little bit more like a taupey shade online when I ordered it, but that's okay. I'm not really like mad at it or anything like that. So overall, I think unless you're like a neutral lover, you could probably skip on it. I'm not upset that I got it because I will use it. I do feel like it's an easy look for like work or going to the grocery store or something like that, but I just don't feel like it's going to be my favorite palette to play with. So yeah, I wish I could say go out and buy it, but I don't want to tell you that because I don't truly believe in that. So if you like this video, give it a thumbs up. If you don't, give it a thumbs down. Until next time, love you guys. Bye.